Henry, I don't think we've talked to you since you decided to stay for another year. I mean, what went into that decision, and what kept you here?
Definitely losing the national championship game. That's kind of my main goal. Being able to come back and finish things how I wanted, and just leave everybody happy. That's the ultimate goal every single season. We chase perfection here, and that's kind of the main reason why I wanted to come back.
Same question I asked DJ. When you look back at the film and you think about 2021, what were the biggest things you think you guys needed to fix on defense?
A lot of the fundamental things that we were obviously struggling with, causing fumbles, a lot of missed tackles that we had from last year. So, coming into this spring, it's been huge for us, honestly, being able to, CPR, club, punch, rip, and just, honing on the fundamentals that we messed up on last year.
Right over there.
Now that he's the new addition to the leadership council, have you seen DJ Dale emerge as a leader in the locker room team?
Yeah, DJ's always been a great leader. He's a set example kind of guy. He's going to go out and work his tail off every single day, give his best effort. So he's kind of been huge for that D-line group, especially the whole defense. He's an older guy. Everybody looks up to him, and he does a really good job.
Coach Saban mentioned you being on the leadership council. Just now that you're going into your second year in the program, do you feel a little bit more comfortable, like being more vocal and being that leader?
Yeah, definitely being able to speak up to the guys more. Spent the whole year here now, so I feel like I earned the guys' trust. Being able to speak up more, let them know what I see is wrong, how things are supposed to be ran, and holding guys to a standard. I feel like I could have done that a better job last year, being able to speak up and say things when it's wrong, and there's a standard here, and I'm gonna hold that standard every single day.
Hey Henry, you guys are gonna have to. Sorry.
Oh, no,
You're fine. You guys are gonna have to replace Christian. What goes into having a good partner there beside you at the will linebacker position?
Yeah.
And what are you looking for, I guess? What do you need, I guess,
Yeah.
in having a partner at that position?
Definitely when you play linebacker, there's two guys in there. And you guys got to be able to have a bond. And as a linebacker, we call it moving on a string. You do something, I do something. So we're gonna move together. So being able to have that relationship, not only on the field but off the field, getting to know the guy, whoever's next to me, being able to play as fast as we both can, is kind of what we're looking for. So it's kind of huge.
Yeah, so you guys got some transfers this year, kind of like yourself a year ago.
Yeah.
Have you given advice to guys like Eli or Jameer, and just if you haven't, what advice would you give them?
Definitely. I talk to Eli a lot. Just tell him to come and do work. He comes up to me, asks me a lot of questions about how I did it, how the transition was for me. I just told him just come into work. Never change who you are, but be able to adapt to the culture that's here. It's a culture that's set, and be able to follow that culture. So that's kind of the little advice that I gave him.
Along those lines, you came in a year ago, you've been here before, you've been recruited, you played here against Alabama. What was the thing that you learned the most that you didn't know about this place in the year that you've been here?
Definitely the hard work that comes within this place, that comes within this building. It kind of reminds me of my high school. I played at Del Sal High School, and it's a tradition, it's a culture. So that's obviously one of the huge things that I learned here was the hard work, the grind that goes in every single day. It's not something you just wake up and, Alabama's gonna be good every single day. No, it's definitely the hard work, the dedication, practice, film, and obviously our coach is doing a tremendous job of, preparing us to be the best that we can.
Henry, I don't know how much the Alabama-Tennessee rivalry was stressed when you were in Tennessee, but was there any kind of pushback anywhere with Alabama?
Obviously that rivalry's huge, but I ultimately made the decision for myself and my family to be able to succeed in life on and off the field.
You mentioned that chemistry earlier. How big is it getting Jalen Moody back, and are you kind of have a little bit of a head start on a bond with him? Have you been able to work with him at all?
Yeah, definitely. Me and Moody have a really, really close relationship. Me and him's always been tight ever since I got here. He was one of the other guys that bring me in as a brother. So me and Moody's close. We've been working a lot with each other during this off season, especially during the spring. Being able to talk to each other, ask each other what we see, what he sees, and not only me and him, but the whole entire linebacker group. We do a great job of sitting down together, figuring stuff out, trying to figure out a way to be the best that we can, and be the best linebacker in the country.
You mentioned Eli a minute ago. Just what are your earlier impressions of him and what he can bring to this defense?
Definitely talented. You know, he works really, really hard. You know, ever since he came in day one, he wanted to learn. He wanted to work out in the weight room 24/7, wanted to get off field work. He's in the training room 24/7, so whenever I'm in there, I see him in there. So it's the little things like that that you kind of take note of players like that and know that he's going to be a good addition to the program.
Couple more?
Was there a moment when you got here that was like the light bulb moment where it was like the memory you have of like, this is, you know, what Alabama is?
Definitely fall camp. You know, fall camp is really, really hard. It's demanding, especially here. You do so much, you work so hard, you train so hard, and the coaches demand so much with you. So that was probably one of those moments where it was like, yeah, it's Alabama.
You and Jalen are obviously the older guys on the inside and back of the room, but
Yeah.
just what have you seen from the young guys and their, I guess, acclimation to their?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we got a lot of young guys in the room, but they do a great job. They're understanding the defense, and that's one thing about here is being able to, you know, understand what your job is, what you're supposed to do, how it's supposed to be done, and then now doing it to the best of your ability. So you know, our young guys are doing a great job of that, especially in our room, and across the defensive board. So I think they're honing in, taking the counsel that we're giving them as older guys. So I think they're doing a really good job.
Okay, we're gonna finish up with Steven on Zoom. Go ahead, Steven, you unmute.
Hey, Richard, just going back to you were saying how hard it was, you know, man, season to try to speak up and be more vocal. And at times, what makes that hard when you're the new guy coming in and you want to address something, but what made that hard for you?
You know, anywhere you go, anywhere in life, you have to be able to gain the trust of people. And trust is a huge thing in life. So obviously being able to, you know, have the guys around the team trust me, trust my word that I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, that I'm going to be a leader. It's something that I wanted to gain with the guys last year. But now that I know it, that they trust me and, you know, love me, be able to, you know, speak up and when I see something wrong, be able to tell them.
All right, Henry, thanks for your time.